Cześć, to ja Andrzej. Let me do it in English. You often ask me to do more reviews in English on my channel, but to be honest, I don't have so much time. Dla moich wszystkich widzów polskich, wiecie, że na świecie motocykli jest film na temat tego sprzętu. So, coming back to you guys. I don't really feel a need to make so much reviews because of the time, but this one is special. This bike needs more attention. To be honest, this is the most satisfying motorcycle I've ridden in 2020. I think even it's the coolest bike you can get right now if you are looking on the sport bike segments or naked bike segments or everyday bike segment without possibility of riding off-road. I love it so much because it reminds me back in the day times like 1990s where we had CBR 400, ZXR 400. We all miss those bikes where you can hit the gas, but you still have a chassis and suspension and brakes which work. You know, we all like 300, 400 segment because it's fun. It's fun to ride in the city. You can take it on the track, but we all know that if you start to push it on the track, everything is wobbling. You have to change all the suspension, and still the frame won't be as capable as you would like. This is different story, totally different story. This is purposely built racing bike, even I can say, with option to ride every day. The ergonomics is just perfect to use it and not be tired of it when you talk about the height of the steering and the pegs and everything. But what I like the most is that you can ride it and hit the gas all the time. Because when you buy the bike which has like 150 horsepower, 200 horsepower, basically it's useless on the streets. So there is no chance to have fun. If you try to have fun, you will go to jail or lose your driving license. So this is it. If you want to go fast, if you want to have fun with the revs, that's the bike you should get. I don't care that it has 2 cylinders, not 4. I even like it more because you have torque. You have something that you don't have to rev it. From 6,000 RPM, you have 90% of torque. It's 67 is the peak or something like that. So you just don't wait. It pulls from the corners, and from the mid-range, you just need to hit the clutch and it goes. To be honest, this bike is as good as KTM 790 or maybe even better because the throttle control is awesome. I don't know how they do it, but Aprilia, in my opinion, is like one of the top companies when you talk about the electronics and engine management. It's so easy. I tried it once and just went straight up and just hold the gas and go. What I love also is the electronics because everything is separated and really easy to use. You have traction control, brake control, blah, blah, blah. But wheelie control is separated from traction control. So you can ride with traction, then switch off ABS, and it will never interrupt in your fun. Also ABS, theoretically, you can switch it off on the back wheel on the track mode, but also in individual mode, which one you can set on the streets, you can switch it off as well. And then just hit the brake, and the first time I almost flipped it, and because the brakes are so powerful in this first part, and then they stay really strong. I love it. So I was using only one finger, and I was rolling the stoppies like that. No problem with that. There is no steering damper. The handlebar is quite wide, so easy to do it. I love this bike so much that I really want to have it. I don't know if I'm gonna have any time to ride it, but next to the Supermoto, next to the 1000cc sport bike, I will tell you this story maybe someday. This one in the middle, it would be so satisfying. I would love to even leave it on with the lamps, everything like this, but from time to time just put the slick tires and go on the racetrack. I cannot wait to try it on the track. What is really important, we met today Alessandro, which is a test rider from Aprilia, and he said that he set the same time on this one in Cremona racetrack as on his racing spec R6. So this is really impressive. Top speed on the straight was 231 kilometers an hour, a little bit less than on the R6, but then he said that in the mid corners, exiting the corners, this was way faster. I love this bike so much because it's like a new segment, you know. It's like totally different approach. Something we missed from the other manufacturers. They, you know, tried to go to some adventure segment. They tried to modify their bikes, but this is totally new way of thinking. Building something like 300, 400 cc bikes, so nice and easy to ride, but in the same time capable for way more. Everything here feels like 1000 cc bike when you talk about suspension, electronics, even the banking lights, etc. Awesome job, just awesome job. If you want more, just subscribe, but then I will have to do it again in English. But maybe I will find some time in my life to do it. Meanwhile, I will just think to take one of these on the racetrack and feel what it's really capable of. But I think it's gonna be a lot. Awesome, just awesome. Oh, what I want to tell you, I strongly believe this bike will pull different manufacturers into this segment, because when we see all the 600s slowly dying, we can miss them, but we cannot change the future. And this may be the new future of super sport class. And remember my words. Let's see in the future what will different manufacturers do about it. Bye, thanks.